Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, ShadowXM1. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Well, yeah, it has been a little while, hasn't it? Well, just want to let you know that I'm still here, but I am going to take some time to do what I need to do. Now, don't worry, I'm still going to be here. I'll be here off and on. I'll create some content, keep you entertained, but and also, I'm going to be enjoying the summer, but also, like I promised my dad, I'm going to be job hunting. You don't realize it's just how hard it is sometimes to follow your dreams. Sometimes you have to put them on hold and do something else until what you really want to do comes around at the right time. For me, I'm a late bloomer, and I know there are a lot of you out there who are the same, and you know what I'm talking about. It's hard to find jobs sometimes, and for me, that's especially true. Why? I don't know, but it just happens. That's just a part of life. So I'm going to be devoting most of my time, especially this coming week, to look for as much as possible. I'm going to be job hunting. I'm going to be career hunting. I'm even going to be looking around on Okmulgee to find me something, because I agree with my dad. I got to find something. One to get me financially secure. Two, so that I'll be insured, and three, I'll at least be doing something as far as work is concerned. Because when somebody who is running a job that supports one or both the talents that I've trained for comes up and asks me, well, what have you been doing most of the time? I can actually tell them I've been working all this time. That's what I've been doing. To which they can go, oh, okay, so you're not just bluffing about it. You really are, or you really can back it up. Yes, I can. So, times being what they are, I'm going to have to toughen up a little bit, a lot more than what I used to. But don't worry, I'm still going to be here, guys, because I need to get away from it for a while, off and on. Now, make no mistake, I'll post. Excuse me, boy. Make no mistake, I'll still post content off and on. Unfortunately, you got to deal with evil forces trying to keep you from following your dreams, and that can be said of a lot of things. Now, that being said, to all those who really inspired me, thank you very much. There's a lot of you, and I cannot say all of them, but you know who you are, and you know, I mean it when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your content that I've watched over the years has really inspired me. It's got me through dark times, and it's helped me to realize I can't give up, and I won't give up. So, without further ado, we're gonna react to some stuff. And considering it's a gloomy, miserable day, we're gonna react to some paranormal stuff. It's been a while since I've reacted to this. Now, one of these videos, I can't remember whether I've reacted to it or not, but we're gonna do anyway. So, without further ado, let me go grab another cup of coffee, doctor it up like I usually do, and we'll enjoy some paranormal videos. I'll be right back. Alright, got my cup of coffee. Actually, my second cup for the day. I probably should have had more, considering... Oh, here, let me just the camera here. Yes, you can see my daughters, so that's what we Dolphy Dream collectors call them, our daughters. And you know what? I'm going to have to do that sometime. I'll have to introduce you to all my daughters. The Dolphin Dream hobby is a nice hobby. It's an expensive one, but if you're really into stuff like that, it's a great hobby. It's worth it. Especially with the ones you make yourself. Getting the pre-made models are nice, but the ones you can make yourself, that you customize yourself, That's the best part. But anyway, let's get back to the paranormal videos. Oh, yes, and before I forget, let me shrink and move over. Move the fat dude. Now let me turn this on. Oh, yes. Yes. Don't mind my little yandere. Even she's going, shh. Secret. Oh, boy. I'm such a tease. I'm such a nerd. But anyway. Alright. Alright, guys. The first one we're going to start off with today is chills. I know what you're thinking. Hey, you know what? I've always liked Chills. He's one of the guys that really got me inspired to do paranormal reactions. Because even though some of the videos that he shows, you can easily tell that they're complete phonies. Some of them you look at and it's like, wait a minute. Are these phonies or are they not phonies? And even over time, even he has admitted, and hey, come on, guys, yeah, even I can tell this is fake. But I just like uploading them and showing you whether they're either you know phony or how creative the guys that made them really are. Which is true. Some of these are very creative. And you can even tell some of the creatures in them are CGI. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to deduce. They are. But Dylan has always been a cool guy as far as I'm concerned. And I won't stop reacting to him unless he tells me to do otherwise. But regardless of the fact, like I said, yeah, stop by and watch his videos. He has really gotten good. I mean, he's been good, but he's even gotten better over the past few years. So yeah, look at some of his older videos, because even some of his older videos, they're some of the best videos I've seen in a while. Whether the content is either real or fake, and like I said, even now, even he will go, yeah, guys, don't worry. I know this is fake, but I decided to upload it anyway, because it's pretty awesome, and they are. Make no mistake, they are. So, and sometimes there are some videos that even he's scratching his head about. That even he's going, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, you guys can think what you want, but is it really fake or is it real? Like the old saying goes, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. So without further ado, I'll stop blabbing and we will start with chills. This is 15 scary ghost videos that will creep you out in the worst way. Ooh. Oh yeah, almost forgot. As always, links to the original videos will be in the description box below. So if you want to watch them without my reaction commentary, you can. Like I said, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I mean, that's what I'm doing. So let me adjust my camera just a little bit. There we go. Alright, guys. Yeah. Alright. Let me check before I go. Sorry, I gotta make sure and check my camera here. No, actually, that's pretty good. Okay. Us content creators, even us amateur ones, we gotta make sure we're doing things right. So, without further ado, let me minimize that and let's go. Let's maximize this and let's get on with the 15 scary ghost videos that'll creep you out in the worst way. You guys ready? Alright, I am. So without further ado, away we go.
Number 15. Exploring abandoned houses for paranormal evidence. Spooks is an activity that's as old as YouTube itself, as this early video taken in August of 2005 shows.
Oh,
The two
99.
amateur ghost hunters are exploring an abandoned house from the street when activity within lets them know it's quite haunted. At 2 seconds, one of them points to an all-white apparition and they all take off. I don't think this is fake because video editing was not that common back in 05, and when you play it in slow motion, you can actually see the mysterious figure go from right to left across the doorway.
Yeah?
It's bizarre, sure, but was it a ghost?
Good question. It might have been a squatter. It might have been a homeless person. And you know as well as I do that when it comes to things you should be aware of, that you should be aware of, or you should be wary of. Let me rephrase that. Among all things, human beings can be the worst monsters when it comes to things you should be wary of. You guys know what I'm talking about. So let's keep moving on.
Number 14. A slamming door wakes up Tiana Wilson and her family, who have long suspected their house to be haunted. They grab a camera and timidly go exploring upstairs.
She's lovely. She's a lovely young lady. Ooh.
Shortly afterwards, an alarm fills the house and things get even creepier.
Oh yeah! Get the dog! Get the dog! We out of here!
No way.
Oh!
That's what the beeping is.
Oh, guys, relax. I mean, the ghost was hungry and wanted a late night snack. He's like, nope, not me.
They shut the fridge and wonder how it was opened in the first place. That's when their grandmother, who is staying with them for a few days, comes to see what the commotion is.
Did you leave the fridge door open, Mom?
I can't remember if I did. I know I went in and took a bucket of water out. Probably I did.
The grandmother isn't sure if she left the fridge open or not.
You been to sleep, Ruby?
Yes, in the night down here wake me up. I don't get up this time of morning.
Is my mum a ghost?
But she definitely didn't shut any doors.
Sure, it's not 1:30.
She didn't shut any door.
And when they go back and review the video, they find a shadow figure staring at them from the end of the hallway. Freaky, right?
Yeah. Like I said, that's another thing. You know, sometimes you can watch these videos and you can tell if they've been edited or not. And sometimes you can watch these videos and you can look at something like this and go, okay, it's probably the grandmother, but wait, what about that shadow figure that's in the hallway? Did it close? Did it slam the door on them? You know, is this bogus or is this really real? That's the thing.
Number 13. A YouTube channel called Projects Paranormal makes a startling discovery, which, in their mind, confirms the presence of a shadow figure haunting their house.
Ooh.
The mysterious shadow figure could just be someone walking behind the camera.
True.
It's weird how the shadow doesn't really change shape in the doorway. It should get smaller or disappear in the doorway because of the added depth. But like I said, it doesn't seem to change much at all.
There you go.
Number 12.
That's a good example that it might be real. It might not be someone walking behind the camera in front of the light. It might actually be a real shadow person.
This group of friends decides to go into an old middle school that's rumored to be haunted. The building has only recently been abandoned, and it's still in relatively good condition, so there's not much to say until they come to one section of the school that's much darker and filled with mold. The group still feels safe in their large numbers down here, and they bravely trudge through a series of musty hallways. They don't see anything out of the ordinary, but when they put the video on YouTube later, somebody points out a possible shadow figure in the distance during this part in particular. I personally think that it could just be stacked debris. But then again, I can somewhat make out the faint outline of a shadow that's roughly the size of a child. The more I look at it, the more I can notice its legs and head in particular. Let me know if you agree, or if you think I'm looking into the situation too deeply.
You might be, you might not be. I'm not sure.
Have you ever gotten physically ill from watching paranormal footage? Redditor Minimum Session 4039 has, and this is the piece that made them sick.
Been doing this all morning and I don't have time for this.
This guy. Oh boy. This guy has got to be the GOAT, man. He is, he's one of these guys that has paranormal activity in his house. He's like, nope, I cannot do this today. I cannot put up with this today. I got too much to do. I'll cut it out.
Stop. Hey, buddy. I got too much going on. You gotta cut it out.
After setting the camera down, the activity only gets creepier.
No, I want to freak you out.
I am sick. You gotta go.
Oh, yeah.
Wherever you need to go, you gotta go. Calm down.
You can see a distinct shadow figure standing halfway down the stairs. This is clearly the culprit who's opening and shutting the door.
He's okay. Please, it's not today. Just, holy cow.
Oh, man. In another universe, there's a scared dude going to the basement, and an unseen figure keeps closing the door and turning the lights off. Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. But I've seen this guy before. Yeah, oh, man, he's amazing. If this is staged, this is one hell of a hoax, man. It's great.
There is definitely a ghost that likes mischief. I don't think this is at the level of burn the house down yet, but I would be keeping an eye on this playful phantom.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. It's just playful. It just likes messing with his head. No, I ain't got time for this right now. So, but I want to play. Come on, man. Nope, got too much to do. Not me. Honestly, if I had to live in if I did find out I was living in a haunted house and stuff like this was going on, especially if I had a job, especially if I had a full-time working career, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I thought, nope, I don't need this right now. I got too much to do, buddy. Hey, you want to? I'll leave the cameras up. You can entertain my YouTube followers all you want, but as for me, nope. I got work to do. I got too much to do. Hey, you can entertain me when I get home. Yeah.
Number 10. A YouTuber named Renee Chase slowly comes to the realization that her house is haunted as she watches a possessed lamp caught on tape in real time.
This lamp about a month or so ago decided that it was going to do its own thing, as you can see.
What's weird is how the lamp seems to contradict her statements whenever it can.
I don't know, it's slowing down now that I'm videoing. But, oh, no, it's not.
Someone in the comments points out that a touch lamp with a loose connection could be to blame. She hasn't responded in over 4 years, though I think that if this is a touch lamp, then it stands to reason that a ghost could be tapping it. According to Renee, the light especially seems to go off if she is having an argument or any other emotionally charged conversation. So maybe this unexplained event really is paranormal.
Maybe.
9. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Hunting the Haunted, this Redditor wrote, Demonic voice at abandoned insane asylum. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about.
Oh, are you guys kidding me? Some of the most dangerous places to go are abandoned hospitals or insane asylums or prisons. Because there's negative forces that live there. Not only are there evil spirits, not only are there spirits of bad people that are probably still stuck there, but you've also got demonic forces. And not always just your regular demons. Sometimes they're hellhounds, sometimes they're dark fae. And yes, I believe there are still dark fae around. Personally, I'm with my late mom. I think there are more negative things now than there are positive things in this world due to our own arrogance and delusion. It's basically our fault that there are more dark things in this world than light things, than good things. But yeah, I would no. Well, especially if they're really old places like that. If you are exploring, you need respirators because old buildings like that have stuff like asbestos, and that is one thing you do not want to get in your lungs because that stuff can cause cancer, and that's the last thing you need. So yeah, so that's why you see, even with Zach Bagans, the big phony, who turned out to be a big phony because he was, and my mom and dad saw through it to begin with, or at least a few episodes later. Even phonies like Zach Bagans, he's smart enough to know that when you're going into old buildings like this that have particles in the air, you need a respirator. Even the professionals, Taps, Jason and Grant, they all when they went into buildings like this, they always used respirators because they didn't want to get that crap in their lungs. But even they would be going, yeah. Well, they'd definitely be going, okay. Jason Grant especially would definitely be saying, okay, places like this, nobody goes anywhere alone. You always have someone with you, and that's the cardinal rule of any ghost hunting. If you ever want to do it, much to the contrary of what Zach Bagans and his ghost adventures group did. But all that aside, I'll explain all that later. There's actually some good YouTube videos about that you guys can check out. We'll react to some of those later on. But anyway, back to the video. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh, we gotta get it out. Yeah. Let me grab my thing out.
Oh yeah, that stairway looks safe.
Let me grab my thing out.
There was certainly some discussion about this video in the comments. Paranormal Psychic wrote, "If this is actually real, this is probably the clearest EVP possibly ever." While Shuddering Shannon wrote, it said, "Go grab the camera," in a mischievous child's voice. Did you hear the demonic voice? If so, what do you think it said? Let me know in the comments.
Then again, it might be a succubus who wants to put on a little show for you guys. I'm kidding, of course. There are real succubi that you need to be careful about. And the real succubi, they are nothing like the fantasy characters that you see in anime and stuff like that. No, real succubi and incubi, you need to stay the hell away from. Because they are bad news. Very bad news. Because if one of those things latches on to you, it is extremely dangerous. Their goal is to suck the life out of you. So that's the last thing you ever want attached to you.
Number 8. Well, in this haunted hotel of horrors, YouTube team Paranormal Quest gets what they came for: history and horror. This 19th century hotel in the Wild West was home to a hidden business on the upper floor, and now it's home to ghosts. Pretty soon, they start hearing things.
Come down here for a second.
I just heard something over here, though. It could be the wind outside, but there is like one little noise over here.
Let's see if the mic caught anything.
There was that in you when you were. There was that in you when you were just.
Whoa.
There's definitely something there. The guys feel cold spots in one of the hallways.
It's got real cold right here, right? It did. Yeah, it was not nearly this cold right now. It's like freezing right over here. Yeah. I don't see how this could get drafted.
Using a device to speak to the spirits, they receive confirmation that there's evil here.
Here in my hand.
Demon.
Ooh.
Even more unsettling messages follow.
Can you do me a favor? Can you
Doom.
Let's say. Let's just say doom.
Purgatory.
It said doom purgatory.
Ooh.
Not satisfied
That's
with
not
just
good.
speaking, the spirits start touching them.
Whoa. What? Oh my. Standing still, my sweatshirt just got tugged. Or behind, yeah, my sweatshirt got tugged.
Are the guys just feeling a touch of nerves in this spooky place? I doubt it's just that.
No.
And I do think this tour turned up enough paranormal evidence to warrant further investigation.
You guys make sure you're prepared. Also, hey, you guys better be thankful they were just tugging on you, on your shirts, your sweaters. If that really was a demonic force in there, you guys better be thankful you didn't aggravate it or provoke it, because provocations of demonic entities can lead to burn marks. It can lead to you smelling brimstone or sulfur. And it can also lead into very bad scratches, claw marks on your back or on your body. And you don't want that.
Number 7. An abandoned mansion in Houston, Texas appears as the epicenter of paranormal activity in this clip, posted to YouTube by Hugo Blog in August of 2016. The shell of a mansion looks creepy enough on the outside, but then they enter. Wandering around the house in the darkness, at some point, the group captures on video what appears to be a ghostly young girl. They apparently didn't see her in real time, as they don't raise from the house or cry out in fear. This image was only discovered after playing back the footage.
Ooh.
Would you have the guts to enter here? Cross the threshold and find out.
Ooh. Whoa. Let's look at that again. Looks like a little girl. It does look like a little girl. It does look like a little girl. Whoa. It does. Ooh.
Number 6. Sometimes ghost hunters become the hunted. Published by Yoon Sai-won in April of 2021. That's what happened to this Korean ghost hunter on one of...
Oh, God. Is this the guy that shouts and runs? Oh, God. This is... Oh, boy.
his most recent investigations. Upon entering the haunted locale, he hears a strange noise.
안녕하세요.
It could be a dog barking in the distance, but who
Yeah, it could
knows?
be.
Whatever it is, he has a bad feeling.
Well, if you're getting a bad feeling, maybe you shouldn't be in there.
And that feeling grows when the EMF meter reacts strongly.
Ooh.
Despite there being no electricity in the place, using facial recognition software,
That's a
faces
high.
also start to appear around the abandoned place.
Ooh. Whoa, that's a high EMF field. especially if there's no electricity around the place. Like Chill said, that's a high EMF reading. Ooh.
And they're getting closer by the second.
Ooh.
Later, as the ghost hunter is using a spirit box, he hears a loud bump in the night. And then again as he continues his search. Is Yoon Saiwan being stalked? It may be best to call off this ghost hunt. Number 5. While exploring the Mount Morris Mystery House, YouTuber Spirit Walk Paranormal tried to unlock the mystery. As one of the crew is explaining about the strange happenings in the house, something strange occurs right in front of them.
Second girl disappeared completely. The second girl disappeared completely.
Nick.
And then another one.
While I'm talking to the guys, a strange anomaly appears in the top left corner of the frame and moves right in a strange manner. I don't think this is an insect because of the transparency, and dust normally shows up in a spear-like shape.
Ooh.
But I cannot claim this is paranormal.
I'd say that was probably dust, but some things are harder to explain, and more strange noises are heard.
Can you touch this, please?
Off the light.
The spirits apparently want to imprison them. Maybe so that they will have someone to talk to.
Talk?
What does this spirit want? It wants its presence to be known.
There you are. Are you on my back right now? Can you get off? Can you get off, please?
But it also seems to be guiding them to something, or to someone.
Can you come into this room?
He's back there. Ooh.
Or maybe it's warning them.
Are you trying to get our attention to the attic?
Don't go there.
Although some of these EVPs are a bit of a stretch, I think, others seem very distinct.
Yes.
I do think something is trying to communicate with the paranormal team in Mount Moore's Mystery House, but who or for what reason is anyone's guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dylan. And some of those EVPs seem to be far-fetched, but some of them seem to be real. They sounded real. With places like that, you never know. When you have a ghost hunting crew like that, you never know. You never know if they really mean it, or if they're just faking it to get more views. You never know.
Number 4. Does YouTuber Mo Sarchi have a demon fire starter on his hands? Watch as he tries to communicate with the demon in his haunted abandoned house.
What are you, a demon?
Did you see that? Keep an eye on the top of the screen near the doorway. It looks like something is manifesting from the ground.
Ooh.
What are you, a demon?
Ooh.
What are you, a demon?
Then this happens.
Did I just see that thing move?
Yes, you did, Mo. Mo heads upstairs to check on things a while later, but hears the REM pod go off, and then he finds this.
Oh my. Oh my. What the is happening? What? Oh my.
As Mo examines the remnants, he hears another unexplained sound.
Oh, it's broken. Look at that, guys. The bottle broke. What is that?
I'm pretty sure that was the demon, and by the sounds of it, he's sick of Moe's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Number 3, a lot of...
It's stuff like that that kind of makes you scratch your head and go, whoa, wait a minute. Because this guy doesn't seem to be messing around. He seems to really want to know what's going on inside his house. Ooh. And some of the sounds that he recorded, they seem legit. Now that's just me. I could be wrong. It could be total BS. Then again, it may not be. Man.
Number 3, a lot of people want to know where the line is when art goes too far, and the answer is when your painting starts moving by itself.
Ooh.
Oh. There's no loud construction sending vibration through the walls, no jets overhead, no trains, just a picture bouncing against the wall. Maybe they put a magnet on the picture, and a magnet of the same pole on the other side of the wall to make them repel. Or maybe they should just move like he says.
Well, I sure didn't see a string or a line.
Number 2. Bayros H is certain that his house is haunted and claims this video is proof. For some reason, his little dog TJ is always growling at the corner of his bedroom.
Always trust your pets, guys. Always trust your pets. If you got a dog and they are whining or they are pointed at a certain place in your house and growling, there's something wrong. They're seeing something you can't. Always trust your pets. And always trust your kids, too. Children can see stuff that we grown-ups can't. You know, if your son or daughter comes to you and tells you, oh, they see a person in their room when they're not supposed to be, or there's a person standing over my bed, yeah, you need to listen to your kids. And like I said, listen to your kids, listen to your pets. Like I said, they can see stuff we can't. Your pets especially. And they'll let you know.
Bayros shows that there is nothing of interest in the corner besides some old suitcases. Yet TJ refuses to give up. Eventually, TJ tracks something leaving the room that is undetectable to the human eye.
Yeah.
Exactly what this dog was seeing is anyone's guess, but I think it was most likely a spiritual presence of some kind. Perhaps some kind of intense event once took place here and left a paranormal energy behind. What is going on?
Yeah, that's what you call a residual haunting. It's a recording. It's a recording of a memory. You know, even animals can pick that up.
Man. Event once took place here and left a paranormal energy behind. What is going on here? There must be a story to explain what is happening here. What's interesting about this image is the ghostly figure it showcases. What we're seeing here is nothing short of terrifying. This image is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist. So, what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect here, each with its own twist? So, what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect?
I don't know. I know it might be an effect. It might be an effect. It might be CGI, or it might be an image photoshopped into the shadows. Then again, it might be a real ghost. Because sometimes with ghosts, with the paranormal, with the ghosts, sometimes you'll have the eye shine like that. You'll have glowing eyes like that with ghosts. I don't know. If it's a hoax, it's one hell of a hoax.
Let me know down in the comments. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds?
Exactly.
Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out.
Dylan's actually a handsome guy. He's a nice guy too. Go check him out, guys. Go check out his other videos. They're actually very entertaining.
Number 1. The Menzier Hotel in San Antonio, Texas, claims to be one of the most haunted areas in the entire state, and there are plenty of videos to back up this statement.
Well, I know one place in San Antonio I'm never going to.
One of these videos involves a brother and sister who both suddenly get a strange feeling from the building and decide to start recording. They are exploring a very small and cramped area of the hotel. As they are discussing the possibilities out loud, the woman suddenly announces that she is extremely uncomfortable. You can't see it very well at first, but soon the camera zooms in and reveals 3 deep scratches along the woman's bare shoulder.
Ooh.
They look fresh and sting badly. She says that she was simply sitting on the steps for just one moment, and the jagged marks appeared as soon as she stood up. Judging from this video, it looks as though she may have been literally cut by an angry ghost.
Well, I didn't see anything. I don't see anything. And it's potato 99. You can hardly see a damn thing anyway. No, I can't even see anything. Now, she says she didn't scratch herself, sometimes girls have long fingernails. But, Alright. Oh, man. A video like that reminds me of the time when my folks and I and our friends, the Copelands, went to Eureka Springs, and we stayed at the haunted hotel up there. Oh man, that was so much fun. My 2 friends, Josh and Amelia, Josh especially, he wanted to go ghost hunting. His mom said, absolutely not, you get to bed. No, we didn't see any ghosts. We didn't see any ghosts at all. But any of you guys remember the old commercials, Nine Lives cat food with Morris the cat, the orange cat? Well, that's where he lived. That's where he lived, in the old haunted hotel, the original Morris the cat. And they say every once in a while you can see him. You can see his ghost moving about, especially going up and down the stairs, or hanging out in the lobby. Actually, Taps, Jason and Grant's team from Ghost Hunters, they actually went to the haunted hotel in Eureka Springs, and they caught some very interesting footage that even they can't explain. Now we didn't see any paranormal, or we didn't see any ghosts. We didn't experience any paranormal activity while we were there. But I tell you what, that was a beautiful hotel. It was absolutely gorgeous. Didn't care too much about the Passion Play that we went to mainly go see, but the hotel itself more than made up for it. It was a great place to go spend the night. Maybe one of these days my dad and I can go back there and just spend the day at Eureka Springs, just looking at the place. I don't know whether the fudge shop that we went to is still there, but oh man, that fudge shop factory was great. The fudge we got from that place, oh, it was great. Oh man. But yeah, like I said, we didn't see any paranormal activity. We didn't witness any paranormal activity. I didn't see any ghosts at night or in the daytime. Then again, I also didn't bring my camera with me. But, yeah. Which is fine. It's probably for the best. You know, I actually have some photos in fantastic caverns in Joplin, Missouri, or in Missouri, fantastic caverns that I went to go. I took some photos, and there's some photographs that I have, which I'm not too sure if it's a water droplet or if it's a spirit orb. I wish I could contact Jason and Grant, because when it comes to professionals, I would definitely rely on them more than anything else. Especially Jason or Grant, I definitely show them those photos because I still have those. I definitely show those to them and ask, "Hey, is this anything? Is this actually a spirit orb, or is it just or did I just get lucky and capture a water droplet in the cave?" I'd love to hear what they had to say. Maybe I can do that one of these days. But anyway, let's go back to the reaction videos. Alright, we're doing Slapped Ham, fellas. More evil than Amityville House, Warren's warned, and 7 other terrifying haunts. Ooh. Slapped Ham. Alright. Like I said, link to original videos will be in the description box below. So without further ado, here we go.
How you doing? I'm Callan, and this is
Slapped Ham.
Boy, we've got an action-packed episode for you today. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content.
Just like this. Alright, Callan, let's go.
A peculiar piece of security camera footage shared by Reddit user SoggyGate92281 has sparked intense speculation online.
I don't know why it does that, but it does that every once in a while. Oh yeah, this!
Reveals an eerie illuminated figure moving smoothly from right to left
Look
across
at this.
the screen, triggering the camera's motion detection alarms.
Yeah, look at this.
In their original post, the uploader asked the community for theories on the strange anomaly, noting that shadows accompanying the figure further
It
deepen
has
the
a
mystery.
shadow, yeah. And there it is. There's a
Viewers
shadow.
quickly chimed in with varied reactions, humorously comparing the illuminated entity to the iconic Simpsons character Mr. Burns in the episode where he is mistaken for an alien. Another drew parallels with the Fresno Nightcrawler, a cryptid famously captured on similar nighttime security footage and widely debated in paranormal circles.
Nah, it wouldn't be the Fresno Nightcrawler. They're creatures that walk on that just have 2 legs. They're moss-like covered creatures that just have 2 legs they walk on. And they're very slow, and they're very unique in the way they walk. And it's not the Nightcrawler.
Despite these theories, the clip has also unsettled many viewers who remain genuinely puzzled about what exactly was recorded.
Yeah. I think it's a spiritual entity. I think it's a spiritual entity of some sort.
A chilling photograph uploaded by Reddit user Timber2077 has sparked intrigue and unease within the online community. The eerie image was captured during a family hike in Queensland's Bunya Mountains National Park in Australia. According to the uploader, it was a quiet winter day far from the busy season when he paused to photograph sunlight filtering dramatically through the forest canopy. Upon reviewing the photos later with his children, his daughter noticed something unsettling. A mysterious figure dressed in an old-fashioned black gown appearing distinctly out of place in the secluded wilderness. The uploader insists that no one matching this description was visible at the time the picture was taken, asserting that the path ahead had been clear. This discovery prompted further disturbing revelations. When the uploader showed the photo to his boss, her immediate reaction was one of shock and dread. She recounted how her own daughter had suffered a sudden and severe panic attack at the exact location a year prior, sensing a sinister presence observing them. The unsettling parallels between these separate experiences have only deepened the mystery. The uploader remains unsure about the true nature of the apparition, but the haunting image has left a lasting impression, forever colouring memories of an otherwise tranquil family hike.
Okay, let's look at that. Let's look at that again. Where are you? Now that's what you would expect a ghost to look like, more or less. Yeah. And you can see, it's transparent too. You can see through it. Oh man, that's creepy.
Forever colouring memories of an otherwise tranquil
Yeah, that's
family
creepy.
hike. In the quiet suburb of Gladesville, Sydney, Australia, a seemingly ordinary brick house on Gerrard Street harbours a dark and unsettling history.
More evil than Amityville. Ooh.
Dubbed Sydney's most haunted house, this residence gained notoriety in April 1980 when the Evans family fled their home, claiming to be terrorised by unexplained paranormal activity. Their story made headlines, capturing the attention of both the public and renowned American paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens, famed for their involvement in the Amityville case, visited the Gerrard Street house and were reportedly so disturbed by what they encountered that they advised the family to leave or die. Lorraine Warren later described the home as more evil than Amityville, a chilling testament to the house's malevolent presence.
Whoa.
Over the years, the house's dark reputation faded into obscurity until investigative journalist and author James Phelps revisited the property for his book, Australian Ghost Stories. Phelps conducted extensive research, interviewing former residents and neighbours, and even speaking with the original journalist who covered the 1980s story. His findings were unsettling, consistent reports of unexplained phenomena, including objects moving on their own, ghostly apparitions, and a pervasive sense of dread. One former resident recounted discovering a series of dungeon-like rooms beneath the house, each equipped with locks, the purpose of which remains a mystery.
Ooh!
Another described hearing heavy footsteps approaching her despite being alone and experiencing a paralyzing fear. These first-hand accounts, coupled with the house's history, contribute to its reputation as a site of intense paranormal activity. Despite its haunted past, the house continues to be occupied, with current residents reportedly unaware of its infamous history. Real estate agent Alex Fleury noted that such properties often change hands quickly as occupants experience unexplained phenomena that compel them to leave. However, the stigma associated with haunted houses doesn't always deter buyers, as evidenced by the Gerrard Street home's sale for $1.64 million, exceeding its asking price by $140,000. So what do you think? Would you drop a cool $1.64 million to live in a house described by Lorraine Warren as more evil than Amityville?
Oh, hell no. When Lorraine Warren tells you that it's even more evil than the Amityville house and to get out or die, I'm listening to Lorraine. I'm listening to Lorraine Warren. I'm keeping as far away from a place like that as possible. That's the perfect example that some places were just born bad. That some places you need to stay the hell away from. Oh my gosh. That is one of my biggest beliefs. There are places in this world that are meant for us to enjoy, that bring meaning to our lives, that we should visit, that inspire us. Then there are some places you don't go alone. You go with your friends and family. And then there's some places in this world that you stay away from, that you don't go to at all, because they're evil places. I strongly believe that. Even, my dad can laugh. I mean, I had my ups and downs with my mom, more downs than ups, especially toward the end of her life. And Dad can call us crazy if he wants to. That's fine. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But I will agree with my late mother. Even in Pennsylvania, there were places where we went to that neither one of us felt comfortable. There were places where we went to that were like, we got to get out of here. And let me tell you, when you visit that state and you see all the forests, all the woodland and areas, you are more than capable of believing there could be anything in those woods. Anything. And that's just Pennsylvania. They can, people can do their hoaxes like the Blair Witch Project and things like that, but there are places in our forests and in rural America that you need to stay away from. I strongly believe that. And there are places in the world that you need to stay away from. Hell, there have been places even the governments of the world have warned and people, their own citizens and even tourists, hey, don't go here. Don't go here if you value your lives. The deep drilled hole in either Russia or Ukraine, or maybe it was Siberia, comes to mind. And Dyatlov Pass comes to mind as well. Those of you who have played the game Kolat, you know what I'm talking about. You know the legend of Dyatlov Pass and what happened to the people there. Now, there's just some places you need to stay the hell away from that you shouldn't go to at all. I strongly believe this house is one of them. Hey, call me crazy if you want to. That's fine. I don't care. There are some places in the world you just need to stay away from. All right, let's get on with it.
Let me know down below.
Let's get on with the video.
A chilling video uploaded by TikTok user Eric Hunter1 titled Appearance of a Ghost on the Road is leaving viewers unsettled and intrigued.
Oh!
The footage captured from inside a vehicle on a deserted road at night initially appears unremarkable until something eerie emerges from the darkness ahead.
Yeah, what is that? I mean, it could be just...
As the vehicle continues down the road, a ghostly figure appears in the headlights. The mysterious entity doesn't walk. Instead, it seems to glide smoothly from one side of the road
and
to
then
the
look.
other, momentarily hovering before returning silently to the opposite side.
Yeah, and then it walks
This
away and
unsettling motion has
disappears.
prompted many viewers to suggest the figure could indeed be a genuine apparition.
It could be.
Comments on the viral clip range from awe to skepticism, with debates ongoing about whether the sighting is a hoax or something genuinely paranormal.
Yeah, look at it. Let's put it on mute and let's look back. Yeah, look at this. Now this, you could think it might be just a dress on a line that someone's putting back and forth. But look, it goes back. When it comes back, it kind of touches down and it walks away, and then it just disappears. I don't. I mean, it could be CGI. It could be CGI. I mean, it could be a hoax, but then again, like Callan said, it could be a real ghost. I don't know. That's creepy.
A Ryanair flight from East Midlands Airport to France took an unexpected turn when 27-year-old Chloe Smith, a self-proclaimed psychic medium from Ashburn, Derbyshire, reported seeing a ghostly figure aboard the aircraft. According to Smith, the apparition, seated 5 rows ahead next to another passenger, turned to her and saluted, a gesture she interpreted as an acknowledgement of her ability to perceive spirits. Smith, who claims to experience daily interactions with the spirit world, described the encounter as magical. She speculated that the spirit might have been a former pilot or a deceased relative accompanying a nervous traveller. Choosing not to share the experience with her brother, who was seated nearby, she noted, "He already thinks I'm strange." The supernatural experiences didn't end with the flight. Upon arriving at her parents' home in France, Smith sensed the presence of an older male spirit displeased with renovations being made to the house. Additionally, she reported feeling connections in a nearby cemetery. Smith believes that spirits are drawn to her, stating, "From a trip in the car to a sunny holiday abroad, they can get your attention no matter where you are. You're never really alone." This incident adds to a series of reported paranormal experiences in aviation. The haunting legacy of Eastern Airlines Flight 401 continues to captivate and mystify aviation enthusiasts and paranormal investigators alike. Following the tragic crash on December 29, 1972 in the Florida Everglades, which claimed 101 lives, including pilot Bob Loft and flight engineer Don Repo, numerous eerie sightings began to surface. In the aftermath of the disaster, Eastern Airlines salvaged and reused parts from Flight 401's ill-fated aircraft on other planes within
Why would you do that? That's stupid.
their fleet. Soon after, flight crew members and passengers aboard these aircraft reported unsettling encounters. Apparitions of Loft and Repo were frequently sighted, often appearing as lifelike figures silently observing flight operations or offering warnings about potential mechanical issues. One widely reported incident involved a flight attendant who clearly identified Don Repo's apparition seated in the galley. Repo reportedly warned of a forthcoming mechanical issue, prompting the crew to conduct immediate checks that revealed a genuine problem. Similar sightings repeatedly occurred, contributing to an atmosphere of unease among crews assigned to these aircraft.
That's not just a ghost. That's a guardian angel. Oh, man. Oh, that's a guardian spirit right there. Wow. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Eastern Airlines officially denied the haunting accounts, yet
Of course.
quietly removed the salvaged parts from affected planes, coincidentally ending the spectral reports. These chilling accounts persist in aviation lore, emblematic of the enduring mysteries that haunt the skies.
That's interesting.
A mysterious photograph posted by Reddit user Melon115210 is drawing significant attention online, capturing what many believe could be a ghostly presence in an otherwise ordinary backyard.
Ooh.
The incident occurred in July 2023 when the poster's sister and her fiancé were visiting their parents' home. The couple had spent the day clearing out weeds and overgrowth in the backyard, a routine family gathering spot. Late into the night, she snapped some photos of the cleared area, intending only to capture images of her fiancé working near a picnic table they had moved earlier that day.
Oh, okay, that's her fiance at the picnic table. Yeah, oh, wow, whoa, I see it now. Yeah, oh, you can see the foot. You can see the foot. You can see it's trying to manifest. It's trying to manifest. Whoa, I didn't even see that. I thought this was the paranormal entity. That's her fiance. Oh my gosh.
However, upon later review, she noticed an unsettling detail.
Yeah.
A strange figure lurking near the table, unnoticed in person and only visible in the the photograph. The poster confirms that at the time, her sister and fiancé were the sole occupants of the backyard, with no pets or other individuals present. The unexpected appearance of this figure prompted an immediate and frightened FaceTime call among the family members. Further adding to the mystery, the poster revealed that the picnic table had stood unmoved for many years, only being relocated that very day. She and her sister also recounted experiencing long-standing unease and discomfort within their parents' house, noting previous strange occurrences. A Ring security camera installed subsequently has yet to capture anything unusual, leaving the photographed figure an isolated, eerie incident.
Yeah, that's no pet. That's the foot of a person.
An unsettling photograph shared by Reddit user Brat2299 has sparked intrigue and debate online, capturing a chilling reflection that went unnoticed at the time it was taken.
Oh.
The photograph, captured in 2019, clearly shows a creepy-looking figure reflected in the background, prompting confusion and unease among viewers. According to the poster, the eerie figure wearing a distinctive purple shirt was not present during the photo's capture. In fact, no one present at the scene wore anything similar, and the figure does not appear in other photos taken merely seconds apart. This baffling discrepancy has left the poster and viewers alike puzzled and disturbed.
Yeah,
However, reactions among viewers have been mixed. Many commenters have pointed out the uncanny resemblance between the mysterious reflection and the infamous fictional character Michael Myers, suggesting the presence of a mask rather than an actual ghostly apparition. Nevertheless, the photo continues to evoke strong reactions, with the uncertainty of its origins fueling ongoing speculation about what or who exactly is captured in the reflection. Before we get to our last segment, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on the reflection.
Yeah, that's weird.
Before we get to our last segment, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll always be in the loop every time we drop our scary and creepy content. Lauriston Castle, perched on the outskirts of Edinburgh overlooking the scenic Firth of Forth, combines rich historical significance.
Oh man, look at that.
Tales.
That
The
is
16th
beautiful.
century Tower House, expanded in the 19th century, traces its origins to crown-owned lands.
Wow,
in the
look at
13th
that
century.
look at that flower
Destroyed
garden.
in the 1544 Rough Wooing conflict, it was rebuilt in 1590 by Sir Archibald Napier, father of mathematician John Napier.
Wow.
Over centuries, prominent owners like the Law family and banker Thomas Allen shaped its legacy. In the early 1900s, cabinet maker William Robert Reed acquired the estate, and upon Mrs. Reed's death in 1926,
Robert William Reed, not William Robert Reed.
Lauriston Castle was gifted to the nation, preserving its Edwardian interiors intact. The castle's historical charm is overshadowed by numerous eerie accounts of hauntings. One enduring legend is the Grey Lady, thought to be the ghost of a servant named Janet who tragically took her own life. Visitors frequently report seeing her apparition and experiencing sudden cold spots and profound sadness. In January 2020, mentalist Drew McAdam photographed a ghostly figure dressed in period attire at an unoccupied window, sparking widespread intrigue. Another compelling sighting occurred in August 2023 when visitors captured the spectral image of a woman holding a child in the servants' kitchen, speculated to be Sophia, wife of Andrew, Lord Rutherford. Numerous reports describe unexplained footsteps attributed to a ghostly butler, perpetually performing his duties, while former staff members recount seeing figures entering rooms that were found empty upon inspection. Embracing its haunted reputation, Lauriston Castle hosts events offering visitors immersive journeys into Edinburgh's dark past, complete with stories of witch trials and mysterious occurrences. Today, Lauriston Castle remains one of Edinburgh's most captivating historical and paranormal landmarks.
Wow. Incredible.
Well, hey, that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Click these two links here if you want to watch more scary clips. Leave us a comment down below, hit that subscribe button if you're new, that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.
Oh man. Oh man. All right. Let's see. All right. Now we come to the king of creepy himself. King Frostmare. Frostmare TV. The scariest cave videos you can't finish. Ooh. You guys ready? I know I am. So without further ado, away we go. King Frostmare is another good one you guys need to check out. He has a live broadcast every day, and he shows off some of the old and new videos that he's reviewed and reacted to. And some of them are, some of them you can tell they might be phony, but some of them are really creepy. Really creepy.
The next video was captured by a couple of tourists who were visiting a catacomb system close to a cave in Santa Rosalia, Italy, a place where many honor Saint Rosalia and pray for their family members that they have lost. The group steps into an altar area where they notice a strange woman dressed all in black that all of a sudden disappears out of sight.
Oh yeah, I remember this video. I can't remember whether it was Sir Spooks that showed this or someone else. But yeah, this was creepy. She's gone. Get off of her now. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, they see her and she not only does the apparition show up on video, but they saw her. They saw her and then they turn back and she's not there anymore. So yeah, if this is a hoax, it's one hell of a hoax. It's amazing. But I don't think it is. Yeah, they're going. Look, yeah, no. Oh! There she is.
It is not exactly clear what had transpired in here, and why the woman mysteriously disappeared and then reappeared on top of a rock, looking at the group. Some say that she even is wearing a strange veil, or perhaps a black cloth on her head. Could this be a spirit even? Some comments say this was the case, but of course that's impossible for us to judge.
Yeah.
But whatever the answer, it's quite creepy for sure.
Yes, it is. Trip with friends.
This is another cave recording, which was captured on a trip that a group of friends undertook many years ago. Local legends are speaking of strange specters and apparitions that can be seen in there. But unfortunately, the group was unlucky. At least that's what they thought at first. After analyzing the footage, they noticed that there was an eerie figure. Some do claim to see a woman in a dress, possibly a spirit from another time.
Yeah, it's Potato 99, so I can't see a
of
thing.
Course,
Oh, there she is.
Due to the age of the footage doesn't really help.
No, it doesn't.
Question for us, but it does make one wonder. Did nobody notice that thing at the time?
Well, you know, when you got a Potato 99 camera, which the video is crap, yeah, it's hard to ascertain whether or it's real or it's just a blur. But yeah, now that I look at it now that I look at it more carefully, yeah, it looks like it might be someone, a lady in a dress.
Really creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy. Ooh, yeah. Very creepy.
This video was captured by the Highway 9, who shared it after going on a hiking trip and stumbling across an open cave they wanted to investigate with his shepherd dog. It didn't take long until the man made it quite deep into his tunnel systems,
Dog almost
and
scared me
then
to death.
strangeness unfolded.
That's his dog. Ooh. Dog's like, do we really have to go down here? And his dog's growling. He sees it too.
Another faceless figure can be seen, standing in the distance, seemingly looking at the man. It's wearing a black robe of some sorts, and is potentially pretty tall. No facial features whatsoever can be made out. Quite remarkable that all these entities across the world have a similar look to them, don't you think?
Oh, there's a bat.
Perhaps proof that there is in fact more mysterious stuff going on in some of these tunnels than one could expect.
Now there's a bat. Vampire maybe? They're known to live in caves.
Supposedly loves to go on hikes and caving adventures.
Oh yeah, this.
This night they were just
I
on their way
remember
home
this.
from another caving trip. So while this was not technically captured inside the cave, it was still in pretty close vicinity to the cave. The area around is said to be haunted since the dawn of time, and the young man's helm camera might have captured a glimpse of that.
Yeah. Whoa! Did you guys see that? Yeah, look at that! Oh, look at it, it's transparent.
Whatever they captured here seems to be a pretty small statue. Was perhaps wearing a black dress.
Yeah.
Pretty strange, isn't it? Also, something seems to be wrong with this thing's face, and it does look like straight out of a nightmare.
Yes, it
They have
does.
no explanation of what
Ooh,
that
look
could
at
have been,
that.
other than one of the lost souls which are said to roam this area. Perhaps. The following video was captured by a tourist who was on an exciting trip through Europe. On the following day, he was preparing to visit an ancient cave in Hallstatt, Austria. He states that the cave is hundreds of millions of years old, and that it lies 10,000 feet above the sea level. And it all started out as a beautiful venture, lots of ancient glaciers and rock formations. However, a few hours into his expedition, he noticed something strange, seemingly crawling on the ceiling.
Oh yeah, this. I remember seeing this. What the hell is that
A
thing?
pale figure can be seen, climbing on the ceiling without any safety features. The man believes that he might have either captured a cryptid or another mysterious creature here. Could that be so?
Could be.
If not, what else could it be?
It could be CGI. Or it could
Some
not be.
commenters state that this could actually be a cave spirit. Let me hear what you guys think.
Yeah, I remember seeing this one. It was creepy. What is that? I've seen some familiar ones here.
I'm sure that some of you have heard about Frank the Caber and his channel
Oh, yeah.
exploring abandoned mines in unusual places. He's quite famous for his ghostly encounter in the Horton mine. And it all started with him exploring this old ore mine when all of a sudden some ghostly activity unfolded.
Oh, yeah, this one.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Oh, yeah.
This mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet, too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains swing. So
Chains that were moving completely on their own. It made Frank uneasy, and he wanted to find out more about this mysterious cave. So he returned a few weeks later, and after another tour through the abandoned cave, captured some more inexplicable stuff.
there's the ore pass with all the cascading water, and what the is that?
The footage had been analyzed, and nobody could come up with an explanation of what happened there that day. And Frank swears that he never faked anything, and even the experts think that nobody had tampered with the material. But it was not the only cave where Frank could capture terrifying sounds. One evening, he checked out another abandoned mine in Nevada, where many believe he came across some ghostly voices from beyond the grave.
Almost a foot in diameter. The big cross timbers, so they had to put big ones in here to hold up all of this rock. You can see right here where some of these boards are bending.
Ooh.
Do you hear that? Sounds like
it's whispering.
I don't know if you can hear that on the camera.
Oh yeah.
Do you hear that?
It's whispering.
It stopped. No. I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy.
It's whispering.
Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes. But
isn't that simply terrifying? Even more impressive is what he could come up with in the Black Widow mine.
What do you suppose that was? A water tank or something? Okay. Came across this noose here in the first section of the mine. Tunnel going that way and that way. And then here's the noose.
Oh my gosh.
Tied to a beam way up there.
Are we getting a glimpse of an unidentified creature, person, or entity watching Frank? This footage also never has been fully explained, but his fans are sure that something was lurking at our brave explorer here, and then vanishing into the pitch-black cave.
Oh, look at that! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Pitch-black thing was lurking also never has been fully explained, but his fans are sure that something was lurking at our brave explorer here, and then vanishing into the pitch-black cave.
Yeah, look at that! Oh,
this video is quite strange or tragic. It was captured by a father who was out on a family trip. He was recording that day to create a nice video diary. The area this footage was filmed in was notorious for people that have gone missing. And not too long ago, 2 sisters had disappeared, very close to the cave the man was just about to enter. And he might have come across something inexplicable.
¿De qué? No, a mí no me diga eso. Uy. Cállate, cállate.
¿Dónde está? ¿Está guapa? Ah, uy, me caigo. ¿Qué pasa, nada? ¿Dónde vas? ¿Qué? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Pasa algo? Ah, no me asustes. Hostia, pues esto está profundo, ¿eh? ¿Qué piensas tú? ¡Cállate! Bueno, Pau, no hay nada, no hay...
I'm not saying that something paranormal is going on, but many people do believe that the man did in fact capture the image of two girls here. The question is, what were those two girls doing there? Is there a chance that we could be seeing something from another world? Or it was just two family members playing a prank on him?
It might have
Quite
been.
eerie if we keep the disappearances in the back of our head, though.
They look ghostly. It's hard to tell with a camera like that.
The next video was shared by Jack, who states that he and his girlfriend were out that night on their way to the Blue Ghost Tunnel to follow up on some research they found on the internet. They came across something pretty inexplicable in their minds. Important to note, they state that they did not bring any flashlights at the time of their initial recordings and only came back with one after exiting the cave and running into a couple that actually had brought one way later. Let's take a look.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear your footsteps.
That sounds like help. Ooh. And what is that? You have flashlights with no
I just
one.
see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Let's see. We do not have flashlights with us with no one else. We do not have flashlights with us with no one else in the tunnel. I captured this 2
I see
times.
the light at the end of the tunnel.
Ooh, this light was seen was what?
Tunnel.
This excuse me. This light was seen 3,000 feet away from us. Whoa! What in the world?
What the? Hello? What the was that?
Help! Again, that mystery
The
noise.
mysterious light was seen right at the end of the tunnel. Given that nobody had a flashlight, it made them wonder what could have been the cause for that. Also, the cries for help were only discovered after the couple had returned home. Was it cries from the afterlife? In 1888, 30 people lost their lives right in front of the tunnel when a train crashed after the conductor had jumped off and left the machine, as well as several more fatal accidents that had taken place around the cave. Could this all be the reason for the residual energy that might have been captured on tape here? Who can say? The next video was featured by Sergeant Peppers, who states that he as well was out this night with 2 of his friends. They love venturing to abandoned tunnel systems, caves and catacombs all over Canada. In this video, they were following a local urban legend about an abandoned catacomb system, which leads into a giant cave And while doing some recordings in there, they lost track of one of their friends. Of course, this made them a bit uneasy, and it is said that what's to follow was their first documented paranormal encounter.
Is there? You need to stop playing around, man. Matt! Oh, he's freaking us out.
I hope that's Matt, dude. Ooh. Hello. Run, dude, run. Oh. Blammo.
They came across a faceless person, pale and dressed in white cloth. Many commenters speculate that this could perhaps be a former patient who lost their life in this tunnel system. Who knows what these old catacombs were used for back in the day?
Man.
In the end, we can all just speculate what exactly took place down here.
Yeah, really.
It was shared by channel NBTV, and it was supposedly recorded by a lonely camper who had come across an unexplained being in the middle of a forest that is located in Oregon. At the time of the recording, he states that other people visit this area regularly, and that he even caught people here at the time, shooting. He documents the campsites, and comments on a really odd wood structure that was built there. Nothing too strange though, basically just a travel diary. However, things seemed to turn sour when the man woke up to unexplained noises in the middle of the night, after he initially was lying down to take a rest. Let's take a look.
They're chasing me out. I'm wondering. They got darkness.
Many people believe that this young man came across something from another world that night. Unfortunately, the recording ends right there. Could this be an alien that was out in the woods to find him? Or are we looking at a paranormal encounter here? If it is just a hoax, of course. Please let me know what you guys think.
Say. Oh yeah, this.
Find him.
Excuse me. That's right. I forgot about this. Right. He was the camper that went out camping alone, and he disappeared, and he encountered this. Yeah. Nobody has heard from him since.
Many people believe that this young man came across something from another world that night. Unfortunately, the recording ends right there. Could this be an alien that was out in the woods to find him? Or are we looking at a paranormal encounter here? If it is just a hoax, of course. Please let me know what you guys think.
I don't know. I don't know. If it's a hoax, it's one hell of a hoax. If it's a friend of his dressed up in a spandex suit, maybe, but I don't know. I need to watch myself. Otherwise, I'm gonna nod off. Oh man. All right. Okay. Before I do that, guys, let me go wash my face real quick, and we'll get back to. We've got one more video. I don't want to nod off. I really don't. So, I'll be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. That's a perfect example of I need to get back in shape. Me and my sluggish body. I mean, I'm not as heavy as some guys are, but I need to get back into shape for my own health and my own safety if I want to live longer. Alright, guys, this is the last video. It's going to be a long one, but now I don't know whether I have reacted this already, and if I have, I'm sorry, but we'll go ahead and do this anyway. "13 scary videos to not fall asleep through." The man himself, Sir Spooks. Let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
And one of these days, I'm going to do, we're going to do a reaction to one of his episodes of Scary Places. I'm sure we can react to them. I mean, if he contacts me and tells me, "Hey, just watch my video, don't react to it," hey, that's fine. I'll respect his wishes. But if not, I'm gonna try and see if we can react to more of those, starting with one of his first Scary Places episodes. But anyway, let's get back to this. 13. 13. By the way, I hope you guys all had a great Friday the 13th. I know my dad and I did. We actually celebrated Father's Day early. We had steaks and potatoes. Oh yeah, we had a great weekend. We watched creature features. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. And plus, we just enjoyed being lazy. You know, rainy days like that do that to you. All right, let's get back to the video.
Over on the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, a user known as SageMan123 posted a video that showcases some extremely creepy goings-on that his friend took after moving into a new house.
I'll say, my buddy took these videos after moving into a new house. He already moved. Ooh!
Creepy goings-on that his friend took after moving into a new house. At the start of the video, the guy's talking to the camera and saying that his pet dog is laser focused on something in the distance that he cannot see. He proceeds to talk to the camera about how unsettling the whole situation is when out of nowhere, this happens.
Yeah. Like I said before, guys, always trust your pets. If your dog or cat sees something, or pets of any type sees something that unnerves them, or if your dog is pointed in a certain direction growling at something, or if your cat is looking at something and his hackles are raised up, that's a sign that there's something there. They see something that you don't. Always trust your pets and trust your kid, and listen to your kids too, because like I said, they see stuff we can't. Beautiful dog.
Something's wrong.
Don't know where he's a bulldog or a Frenchie bulldog or a pit bull. Oh, what the?
Are you kidding me right now?
What
After this
in
happens, the guy is audibly shocked and also amazed at the whole situation.
What the?
The uploader's friend then continues to record in silence for a while.
Well, I guess whatever it was didn't like that. I didn't like having that thing there on the shelf.
For suddenly, his pet dog begins barking very loudly at something in the house. Even after his attempts to try to calm him down, the dog continues to bark, clearly very angry at something. Then, this happens.
What's wrong with you?
I'm seeing something you don't. I see something you don't.
Jackson.
What? Dude, he's barking like that for a reason. He's telling you something is not right. Listen to your pets, people. Trust your pet. Oh, look at that. And I don't see any wires either. I don't see any wires either.
Mysteriously, the door in the room slowly closes all by itself, while the dog continuously barks. Not much else is known about this video, but it's definitely quite eerie. The uploader says that his friend moved out of that house shortly afterward, and it's hard to blame him.
No, it is.
While it's easy
hard
to jump to paranormal conclusions, there are of course more grounded possibilities like drafts, unlevel flooring, or air pressure causing dogs to shut on their own.
Maybe.
And dogs can sometimes react to things like distant sounds or shadows that we might not pick up on right away. However, the timing of the dog's barking, combined with the dog closing by itself right after, does feel a little too perfect to dismiss entirely. Whether paranormal or not, I'd say anyone in that situation would probably feel uneasy. And I can't really blame his friend for moving out when he did.
Oh, yeah? Ooh. And I didn't see any wires on the door. It shut like that itself. It shut all by itself. Yeah.
Imagine you're going out for a drive late at night, perhaps just trying to relax and enjoy yourself, or maybe you're coming home from work and then you see something so unbelievably creepy that you know you have to film it, or else the rest of the world won't believe you. Well, that's exactly what happened to Reddit user Brown10, who posted a highly unsettling video to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit over 2 years ago. In the video, we watch as Brown10 slowly drives his way forward while filming out the side window of the car. At first, it can be a little difficult to see whatever it is that has his attention, but once you see it, it'll chill you to the core.
Yeah.
Bizarrely, a group of over 30 people dressed in all black can be seen lingering around this park. Obviously, something incredibly suspicious is going on here, but as for what exactly, nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible that this is the workings of some kind of mysterious cult. Then again, it could just be a random group of people with no sinister intentions deciding to meet up this way. It's tempting to imagine something sinister going on here, especially when you see over 30 people gathered silently in the dark. However, it's worth considering that it could have been a performance group, a theme gathering, or even a prank designed to scare people passing by. Still, the fact that no one seemed to be actively doing anything, just standing there in the dark, definitely pushes this from strange to borderline terrifying. Whether it was harmless or not, I think most people would agree that this is not something you'd want to stumble across alone at night.
True.
But I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this one. Do you think these people were up to no good, or do you think that there's nothing to worry about here?
You know, that's a good question. You know, they might have been up to no good. They're all dressed in black. Then again, you know, this might have been a type of funeral memorial. You know, maybe one of their good friends had died, and this place was where they all met, and they might be observing a moment of silence for their friend in memory of him or her. You know, you never know. That it might have been a group of performers getting together to rehearse for something. That it might have been a prank to scare off nosy people. But then again, you know, he might be right. They might be up to no good. I don't know. You know, when you come across a bunch of people dressed in black robes like that, or dressed in black from their head to their toes, yeah, it's kind of suspicious looking. I have to admit.
This next video was posted by Reddit user SockyGate9281.
Here we saw this before.
Strange on a home security camera. The video starts with the alarm suddenly going off, which already
we just saw this not too long ago.
Things get even weirder.
Yeah. Look at this. I'll mute this. Look at this. Now you might think it's a hoax, but look, it has a shadow. It has a shadow, and the shadow follows it. You know, the camera picks both of them up, both the entity and the shadow. Yeah.
You can clearly see a white, ghostly figure moving across the frame, casting a distinct shadow as it moves.
That's the thing, it casts a shadow.
Makes this clip stand out, since most so-called ghost orbs or mist videos don't show any kind of shadow interaction. Some might argue it could be fog or light artifacts, but the way it casts a shadow raises serious questions.
Yeah.
If this were just a camera glitch, you'd expect the shadow to be missing or inconsistent.
Yeah, exactly.
The video was posted just a few days ago, so no updates have surfaced yet. But here's hoping the homeowners find out what's going on, or at least get a good night's sleep sometime soon.
My guess it's some sort of entity. It's definitely some sort of entity. That's for sure. Now, whether it had good or ill intentions, I don't know.
TikTok user Kills25 posted the security camera footage from their home, and while it starts off pretty uneventfully, things take a weird turn very quickly. The clip shows a quiet living room in the middle of the night.
Yeah, this!
The curtains start moving on their own, even though nobody is near them.
Yes, this one. Yep. There they go, the curtains. That even moves over there. So this even moves a little bit. Yeah, see, this even moves a little bit right here. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what? No. Close the curtains. And like, zip. It's like, nope, I want to see outside. I want to see outside. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, and then a few seconds later, there we go again.
The homeowner walks over and closes the curtains.
Yeah.
But they keep opening again.
They do.
Almost like someone or something is trying to look outside.
Yeah.
While there are such things as automatic curtains, these appear to be ordinary manual ones.
They're ordinary manual curtains.
Even if it was a draft, it's strange that the curtains seem to move so consistently. Some might also wonder if air vents or open windows could cause the motion.
No.
But the way the curtains move and how the homeowner reacts suggests this isn't something they've seen happen before. Maybe it is just a breeze, or maybe someone or something wanted to take a peek outside. Either way, it's definitely enough to make you double check your own windows tonight.
Personally, I'll have to contradict Sir Spooks. Personally, I think the homeowner has seen this, has seen and has had to deal with this before. And I think this has become, I mean, why else would you have the camera pointed directly at the window? I mean, I think this is more like the homeowners going, okay, you know what? People are calling me crazy thinking that these curtains are opening by themselves. I'm putting the camera right there and I'm showing them, hey, I'm not crazy. This is what's going on. Yeah, I think they've seen this before, and they've finally put the camera up for evidence and to show everyone else, hey, I'm not going out of my mind. I know this is happening. It's a presence of some sort. It doesn't seem malicious. It doesn't seem malignant or anything. If anything, it almost seems downright playful. Like it gets a rise on messing with the homeowner. It loves to play games, and this is the game it likes to play right now. It likes to open the curtains and have a look outside, and when the homeowner closes them again, it likes to do it again just to mess with their head. I think what the homeowner has is a mischievous spirit that likes to play games. I don't personally, now I could be wrong, I personally don't think it's anything threatening or menacing. I think it's just a playful ghost that likes to mess with their head and play games with them. Because there's no way a draft opened those curtains.
In this next video, TikTok user Adam Tristan films what seems like a quiet moment in his bedroom until you notice something deeply unsettling. Take a close look.
Oh! Hello!
Espérate ahí, pues.
No, he's laughing. Yep. And it's gone.
You can see a pale, human-like face peeking out from the small closet in the corner of the room.
Yeah.
A few moments later, the closet door with a mirror on it creaks open by itself.
Yeah.
There's no extra context given, which makes it all the more mysterious. Is it someone hiding in there? A clever prank? Or something paranormal? It's worth noting that lighting, reflections, or even staged setups could explain something like this. But if it's not a setup, the way the face stays perfectly still and the door moves on its own makes this feel genuinely creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but if that happened to me, I'd probably be checking into a hotel for the night.
And he's obviously not bothered by it. It seems to be something that's happened that's happened occasionally. And by now he's just used to it. It amuses him because he's laughing. He's laughing. I mean, maybe he's trying to laugh to keep from freaking out, but he may be laughing. I was like, oh boy, here we go again. Hi. He said, hi. I can see you. No. There's no telling, actually.
The following video was uploaded to the UFO subreddit by a user known as Camino das Almas, and has been getting a lot of attention. The video question was filmed on September 8th, 2023 in Porto, Portugal. The uploader says that at the time of recording, he thought he had captured just one metallic sphere flying away along the same axis he was facing. However, he says that what's not shown in the very beginning is that the object actually flew directly over him at a low altitude.
Ooh. What the?
I'm a baller.
Well, keep the camera steady. Now, this is when you need a tripod. After accidentally misaligning the phone with the binoculars, I never caught sight of it again. Ooh.
He writes, quote, "The first 2 minutes of the video is the raw, unedited footage showing the original sighting. After that, I've included a stabilized and zoomed-in view to highlight the best visual of the main metallic sphere. Here's the crazy part. Nearly a year later, while reviewing the footage more closely, I discovered there were 8 more metallic spheres in the same clip, very far in the background and moving fast. They're almost impossible to notice at normal speed, so I edited the video to include slow motion, zoom-ins, and visual tracking to help reveal them. I did my best to point them out and make the details clearer without altering the core footage. Would love to hear what you think, or if anyone can enhance this further." End quote. A lot of people in the comments are impressed by how clear and natural the footage looks.
Yeah.
Of course, some think it could be balloons, birds, or video glitches, but the way the spheres reflect light and move in formation seems a bit too coordinated for something like that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Is this the real deal or something else entirely? Be sure to let me know in the comments.
I think this is the real deal. If it's a hoax, it's one hell of a hoax. I think what these are, they're observation probes. I mean, I've told you guys before, and I strongly believe we're not alone in the universe. As a matter of fact, I think, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, there's people who see spacecraft in the sky, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as I believe we're on the do not contact list. Because the ones that have the more advanced technology out there in the universe, they've seen what we are, they've seen what we're capable of, you know, they know we're not ready. They know we're not ready to meet them. You know, maybe in a few more years, maybe, but right now, no. No. I believe some of the spacecraft we see are Turing vehicles that they take every once in a while to bring their version of tourists along the way and say, okay, see these people? Don't ever have any contact with them. They're not ready for us, so keep your distance. If you should ever crash land on their world, don't make contact with them. Don't make contact with them. Keep out of sight. We'll try and get you out of there as quickly as possible. Yeah, I strongly believe we're on the do not contact list because we're not ready for them yet. We're not ready. If we were ready, they would have come and talked to us. They would have come and negotiate, and they would have come and talked to us. They would have come and we would have met with them. Said, hey, we're the Galactic Federation, or we represent a group of planets that we've been watching you for some time, and hey, it's time for you to meet us. No, I don't think it's time for us to meet them yet. I don't think it's time for us to meet them yet. We're on the do not contact list for now. One of these days it'll be lifted, but that will be when we're ready. We're not ready yet. That's my belief. Now, you guys can call me nuts if you want to. That's fine. It's fine. But I strongly believe that.
This video was posted to TikTok by user CCE Pedral in February of this year, and is definitely one of the eerier ones to surface recently. The video shows security camera footage recorded in the middle of the night that starts off looking completely normal, but that changes in just a few seconds.
Okay. What is that? Oh, peekaboo. What in the world? The dog sees them. What are those little entities that are following her?
A strange, ghostly figure can be seen wandering around outside, slowly moving across the screen before the video cuts off. Some viewers believe this could be a spirit caught on camera, possibly lingering around a location tied to its past. Others have suggested that it could simply be a person walking by, especially given the distance and lighting. Still, the slow, smooth movement of the figure and the timing of its appearance definitely make this feel more unsettling than the typical late-night passerby. Whether you think it's paranormal or not, it's the kind of clip that stays with you and might make you think twice the next time your outdoor camera picks something up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and what are the little dark entities following it? Are they its familiars or what? I mean, did you guys see that? There are little entities, little dark entities in the grass following it. Now, they could be just regular animals, but I don't know. Yeah, see that? It's following it.
A TikTok user named Dacia M. Solis Silla posted a short but very creepy video to her account recently. She explains that her home security system detected movement in the living room while she was in the bedroom with her daughter. Naturally, she decided to check the footage to see what it had picked up, and what she found was definitely not what she expected.
Ooh.
If you look closely, you can see a quick shadowy movement near the wall, almost like a face or figure peeking out and ducking back. It happens very fast, but if you pause and rewind at the right moment, it's definitely there. Some viewers think this could be the spirit of a child or former resident, while others suggest it could be a camera glitch or bug flying past the lens. Still, given the timing and the fact that no one else was in the room, it's hard to shake the feeling that something or someone was watching from that wall.
Mm-hmm. That's creepy. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a reaction video of scary places sometime. Spooky hour.
Over on the UFO subreddit, a user by the name of Distinct Effect 8832 posted a video that is sure to scare you silly and make you afraid of any sort of thing UFO related if you're not already. The uploader says that his brother was filming his daughter and a friend at this park. He said that he wanted to try slow motion capture on his brand new phone to test out the features. When he got home later on, he watched the video on a big screen and noticed something absolutely creepy. Did you see it? If not, it's not hard to see why. It's a very quick moment, but if you look just closely enough,
boy, that's hard to see.
You can make out some kind of strange UAP flying around in the sky.
Guys, let's call them what they're originally called: UFOs, unidentified flying objects.
The thing that makes this video super creepy though, the UAP can be seen flying super fast, even though the video is clearly in slow motion.
Yeah.
Naturally, some viewers have suggested that this could be a bug, a bird, or an artifact from the camera sensor. But the fact that the object moves so quickly while the rest of the footage is slowed down definitely makes this one worth a second look. So what in the world is going on here? How is it possible that this potential UAP was flying that fast? It's a mystery that so far nobody has been able to decipher, and it's highly unlikely that anyone ever will.
Yeah, that thing's moving awfully fast, even for the slow motion.
In this next video posted to YouTube back in August of 2016, we watch as an employee at a school in Valle del Pino, Buenos Aires, Argentina, films himself working the night shift, presumably as a security guard. Throughout the clip, the employee and a co-worker wander through the silent, empty hallways. It's not entirely clear why they started filming, but you can assume they probably heard something strange and decided to investigate with their phone camera. After a while, they enter a classroom, and that's when they experience the scare of a lifetime.
Escucha. Escucha, boludo. Escucha. Ya, boludo. Por acá era.
Ooh, hello. He's gonna, no way, not me, buddy. I'm out of here.
Right in front of them, a chair slides across the floor.
And I don't see a string.
The two men freak out and quickly run away.
I don't see a
clearly
string or
terrified
wire
by
or
what they
anything.
just witnessed. Unfortunately, since this is the only video on the uploader's channel, there's no way of knowing what happened next. But after something like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they never came back to that school again.
No.
Of course, some might argue that wires, magnets, or clever editing could explain the movement. But if it was a prank, the genuine reactions of the two men make it feel a little too real to dismiss entirely.
Yeah, that doesn't look fake. That doesn't look fake to me. That looks like real paranormal phenomena.
This next video we'll be taking a look at was uploaded to the video sharing platform Dailymotion back in December of 2015 and showcases something absolutely terrifying in broad daylight. We watch as the videographer films a skyscraper in the city on a cold and dreary looking day. But aside from the unsettling atmosphere of the video, for the first few seconds, nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. However, a couple of seconds later, the uploader proceeds to zoom into an area right next to the skyscraper, and it's in which this seemingly normal video gets flipped right on its head.
What is that? What is that? Yeah, what the hell is that? Looks like a huge tetrahedron-like structure.
Seen floating right next to the building is what appears to be a gigantic pyramid-shaped UFO.
Yeah.
It proceeds to slowly move its way around the building for a couple of seconds before the video ends shortly thereafter, without any further explanation as to what we just saw. Of course, it's entirely possible that this might not be a UFO, and perhaps it was just a super weird-looking kite or something. But then
I
again,
don't think
with the world being as
so.
mysterious and strange as it is, anything is possible.
Yeah. I don't think it's a kite. Whoa, that's creepy. If it was CGI, that's some pretty impressive CGI.
Your house or apartment should be your #1 safe space.
Yes, it
it's
should.
the place in which you know for a fact that you can come to if you want to be in a welcoming environment. However, for this woman named Jeanette, her apartment was anything but safe. This TikTok video that she posted in March of this year starts off with her looking incredibly uncomfortable as she slowly makes her way toward the camera. You can tell in seconds that something is terribly wrong and that she's afraid of something. What's wrong? Well, it turns out that an intruder showed up in her apartment in the middle of nowhere.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Ooh, look at that.
What's super weird about this clip, aside from the intruder of course, is that if you look right here, you can see the door opening before she runs out of it.
Yeah.
Some people in the comments think that there was a ghost in there with her as well as the intruder, whereas others believe that someone outside her apartment knew what was going on and opened the door to help her escape easier. In the second video posted by Jeanette, we see her cuddling up next to her adorable cat. It seems like Jeanette is finally able to enjoy some peace and quiet in her life, but sadly, it doesn't last very long at all.
Even the cat's going, what was that? Or his cats were like, freedom! like, honestly, mistress, I love you, but you cuddle me too much. I mean, I get it. She's freaked out from that jerk.
She suddenly hears a very strange noise and proceeds to investigate. At first, it seems as though nothing is wrong, but then she discovers this.
Oh, look at that!
At this point in the video, you can see some indent prints on the bed. Were they paranormal, or was there another intruder hiding underneath the bed?
I don't think so.
I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this one, so be sure to leave your comments down below.
I think that was her apartment ghost telling her, hey, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm not the one you have to worry about. I'm here, I'm watching over you. I think that was the deal. Because it was definitely the one that opened the door for her. It knew she was in trouble, and it opened the door for her. It's still creepy, though.
Over on Instagram, a woman named Diana posted a series of videos to her account that have gotten some people talking in the paranormal community recently, and it's for a good reason. In the video, we watch as Diana films outside of her house. Multiple police cars with their sirens turned on arrive outside of their home across the street, much to the confusion of both Diana and the man living with her. The footage then cuts to a handful of police officers at the front of an RV, clearly trying to talk to someone who is seemingly inside. A second video posted by Diana shows a silhouette of a child standing in front of the police car, but when the officer walks past, the silhouette of the child disappears. At the end of the video, you can see the silhouette again, standing in front of the police car. But after the camera pans away and back again,
it's gone.
The silhouette is gone again.
Whoa!
In a third video, Diana and the man enter the RV, and it's here in which we see some truly scary things happen.
Okay, let's see. Let's see that again. Right, there's the child. And it's gone, and the child's gone now. It's gone. Whoa! Yeah. And there it is again. And you pan back, and the kid's not there anymore. Whoa!
Find out more about what happened before. Scary things happen. Okay. And we also find out more about what happened before.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Whoa! Hello!
Well, what's that?
Ooh.
Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like, I don't know, before. A long time ago.
As you can see, a dead crow falls from the ceiling, much to their horror. We also find out that the man who died in the auto camper had a child who died a long time ago.
Oh, man.
Is it possible that the ghost we saw in front of the police car be the man's child? A bit later on, Diana posted a video to her account to help provide some context. Someone asked about the backstory of the dead guy, and Diana said she doesn't know. She says she also doesn't know about the backstory of the deceased child. She also put a side note in the description of the post, stating that the man in the trailer died from natural causes, saying she believes it was a heart attack. She also says that it might have been because his pacemaker wasn't working properly.
Or, you know, it might have been from a broken heart. You know, the loss of his child. You know, and just him all alone. Yeah, you never know.
In a Q&A, she was asked if she thinks there was a young girl's ghost present, but she says she isn't sure. She was also asked if she thinks there was a reflection of something, and she said it's a possibility. She then gets asked if anyone has reported seeing any ghosts or anything at all out of the ordinary in the area before, but she says no. As for what she personally believes about the whole story, she says that when she went into the trailer, she says she definitely felt really off, stating that she felt very nervous. Diane also says that she believes in ghosts to an extent. So what do you guys think about this whole story? It's definitely quite a layered and interesting case, and hopefully one that gets some answers in the near future. And that was 13 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Alright. Alright, guys, we did it. We did it. And I actually sat through this without completely nodding off or blacking out. Oh, man. There's hope for me yet. There's hope for me yet. Well, there'll be even more hope for me once I get back into the swing of things. But yeah. Ames. No, it's probably not the same Ames, but oh man. Yeah. But yeah, starting this next week, I'm going to be doing some serious job hunting. Now, I'm also going to be enjoying the summer with my dad, because there's plenty of stuff that we need to do, that we're going to do and trying to do and need to do. We're going to go welcome my new cousin-in-law, who's come from the Netherlands. She's married to my cousin Chris, and they have a daughter, and they're finally here after all this time. Oh man, we're gonna spend some time with them sometime this month. Also before the summer gets away from us, my dad and I were gonna work on a projection screen that we can put up and leave up in the backyard. We've already got, thanks to my dad, he's already got some resources planned out to get, and we might have a little extra help from one of the contract workers too. So that'll be 3 of us right there, and probably his crew helping out. And we're going to try and take advantage of what's left of the summer before it completely gets away from us. That is, if we could stop raining. And everything goes well, I might actually be able to put that up on Shadowing Someone's Garage. If not the building of the screen, maybe I can at least show you the finished work. Maybe I can show you the finished project. And maybe a few other things. And yes, I will be doing some more Shadowing Someone's Garage. I'll try and see if I can't do some this week when I'm not working with Dad or when I'm not job hunting, because those things come first, guys. I've got to get employed. I've got to get a job somewhere. So I'll be looking somewhere. Hey, and hey, I would appreciate if you would keep me in your prayers. I really would appreciate that. Here's to hoping I'll find something, at least for a while, even if it's temporary. At least I can tell some of the other companies, hey, this is what I've been doing this summer. And part of the fall and all, I've been working. I haven't just been dawdling. I've just been sitting on my back doing nothing. I've been working. So here's to hoping something good will come out of this job hunt. Who knows? I'm gonna go to the campus tomorrow and see maybe if I can get a hold of the instructors and see maybe if they can help me out or not. So I doubt it, but hey, don't give up. I can't give up. I can't give up. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. If you like what you've seen, the ones that we reacted to were for Spooks, King Frostmare of Frostmare TV, Slapped Ham, and Chills. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please go to their please go to not their websites. Please go to their channels. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see, and watch and check out some more of their videos. They're great guys. Until then, I'm gonna call it quits for right now. Like I said, I'll probably do some more content later on this week. And when I'm not job hunting and when I'm not helping Dad out. So until then, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, you guys stay safe. You stay awesome. Hold on to your dreams. Don't give up. And stay creative. I'll see you later.